Okay, so the Eagles are 4-0 with the most inconsistent offense in the NFL. Today we break down the run game struggles, the pass game struggles, and all 9 of AJ Brown's targets. Meanwhile, Jordan Mailata had something interesting to say about the W. Plus, Quinyon Mitchell was not just talking trash to Baker Mayfield and company, he was backing it up with one of his best games. But that's not all. The duo of him and Cooper DeJean and Baun and Campbell in this game alone was just incredible. So much to break down, including some wise words from Jalen Carter and Saquon Barkley, and what's next for the Eagles in week 5. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you rock with the 4-0 Eagles, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the videos. So traveling to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers has not been easy for the Philadelphia Eagles over the last couple years. However, they got the job done and left with a W. Although once again, we played the tale of two halves. This time, opposite week 3, where we couldn't get nothing going in the first half and everything in the second, we just decided to flip-flop. Look at this graphic from First Things First. Eagles' last 2 games. First half versus the Rams, -1 passing yard, 0 touchdown. Second half versus the Rams, 203 passing yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Then the first half at Tampa, 130 passing yards with 2 touchdowns. And the second half at Tampa, -18 yards with 0 passing touchdowns. This right here is the most inconsistent offense in the NFL by far. This team is way too talented to not put up any type of passing yards in a whole half of football, especially when teams are shutting down our run. Kevin Patullo gotta understand he needs to lean on AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert in the pass game. Saquon Barkley has the second most rush attempts, 77 in the league, yet he's the second worst in yards per attempt with a 3.1 yards per carry. Sooner or later, you're going to have to stop running in stack boxes, trust the pass game, and then the run game will eventually open up. Yesterday, we talked about A.J. Brown quoting a Bible verse, pretty much hinting that he might want out. We'll talk more about that at the end and break down his 9 exact targets. But Devontae Smith is being misused as well, although he's still being quiet. Same with Saquon Barkley. He has yet to have a 100-yard game, and although these are 2 run plays from the end of the game, watch the similar formation. Latu going to motion to the left. They're going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley to the right, and he picks up a chunk of yards. But the very next play, they're going to do the same thing. How can you run the same formation back to back when you got to pick up a first down? And he gets less yards on this one. Kevin Patullo got to be better in situations like that, but it's not just him. Now, granted, the run game got to be more creative, and right now it looks like a stacked box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people at the line of scrimmage, although 2 of them are going to bail out. But watch Cam Jurgens. He doesn't even touch the guy who eventually tackles Saquon. It's not going to be easy to fix the run game if players ain't blocking, but more importantly, we're not showing that we can pass the ball consistently. However, Saquon is still positive.
Yeah, I like winning. I like winning football. Like I don't know. That's just me. I like winning football games, and I don't care what it looks like. Whether it's me rushing for 20 yards or me rushing for 200 yards, wherever it takes. I don't care if the score is 6-3 or 36-4. Like we're 4-0. But again, the way we played the second half this week and the way we played the first half last week, especially on offense, we won't have a hard time winning football games. So we just got to continue to improve, continue to gel, find, I hate using this word, but identity within offense and in the run game. And that's what the season's for. We're going to continue to get better. And we got guys that want to continue to get better and want to be great, and it's going to continue to buy in. So just look forward to next week.
Unfortunately, all we could do is wait and see how the offense responds. We did play 4 tough opponents, minus the Cowboys, but last year we were 2-2. This year we're 4-0. We have a talented team. We got to get it correct. But we did see a half versus the Rams that we liked and a half versus the Bucks that we like. Jalen Hurts only had one incompletion the whole first half. What happened?
Very first play of the game, the Eagles had an answer to Todd Bowles and his blitz schemes. They come at him right here with his fire zone right here, and he's got the hot read out here to Saquon. All right, nobody covers him, picks up 12 yards. All right, but it was one after another. You watch this right here, this blitz zero on the fourth play of the game. Here they come, and he finds Devontae Smith right here on a quick slant, all right, against Jamel Dean. Like one play after another. Like it discouraged Todd Bowles a little bit. Like excellent pickup here by A.J. Dillon coming off the edge. Gives Jalen time to sit in that pocket and make this throw on the outside to Dallas Goedert. All right, pick up 8 yards and I think just short of a first down. And then you watch this right here. These crossers. All right, double crossers in the middle right here, and here comes Calcaterra. All right, the Bucs don't really pick it up. Again, against the blitz, except for some things that happened in the fourth quarter, they were almost flawless in the first 40 minutes of this game. 3rd and 5, 2 minutes to go. All right, here we go. Here it comes, another max blitz right here. And there's the throw. Perfect right there to A.J. Brown for 9 yards and a first down. Like, they were very good against the blitz, especially in the first half, against a defense that lives on the blitz.
I'm still trying to comprehend how the Philadelphia Eagles are a tale of two halves back-to-back games. Now, before we talk about Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Jahad Campbell, Zach Baun, the whole Eagles defense, including Kelee Ringo. And let's not forget the special teams. This video is sponsored by Klover, which is a financial app designed to give people faster, smarter ways to get their money with no hidden fees. With Klover, users can advance up to $250 before payday with no interest, no credit checks, and no late fees. Whether it's for an unexpected car repair, groceries, rent, gas, or even an impromptu night out, Klover helps people bridge the gap until payday to avoid financial stress. Just a couple weeks ago, I was absolutely stressing my moving day and I was short on money, but Klover had my back and saved the day. So do me a favor and click the link in the description and or scan the QR code in the corner. Once again, thanks to Klover for sponsoring this video. Get up to $250 before payday with no interest, no credit checks, and no late fees. You will absolutely love the peace of mind you have knowing that you won't be short on cash. Let Klover be the one to help you out. So let's start with the Eagles special teams that came out and set the tone early on a hot day in Tampa. Cindy Brown's scoop and score was nice, but it all started from the backup tight end Latu breaking through and getting a clean block. Sometimes when you're playing an opponent that has your number, you got to go out your way and do something that gets everybody riled up. And I'm telling you, so far through the last 2 weeks, we might have an inconsistent offense, but the special teams be having block parties each week. Switching things over to the Eagles defense as a whole, they were really good, but man, was Quinyon Mitchell locking up out there. He was targeted 9 times, only allowed 2 catches for 6 yards, and also had 5 passes defended.
Quinyon Mitchell, from the opening drive of the game, was awesome. No matter who he played against. Mostly, it was against Ibuka, the rookie, the sensational rookie. But it was play after play after play. One-on-one, no help. Like, he's just locked in. Dig route right here. Every kind of route. Bam. Constantly got the ball out. No matter where he was. You watch him down here. This is the next play. 3rd and 3 right here. Little pivot route by Ibuka. He's right there. Upfield shoulder. Defends the pass right there. Keeps it to a 1-yard gain. They got a punt. It was just incredible what he did. How about this one right here to Godwin? This deep route right here. Here he is, just sticky on him. Ball's in the air, finds the ball, gets all the ball out of Godwin's hands. Like, it was everything. Watch this. This is a stack right here with Godwin and Ibuka, right, against Cooper DeJean and Quinyon. Look at this break on the ball. All right, keeps him short of the first down marker. All right, open field tackling is crisp. Then you get Godwin right here, all right? So, let's face it. Going to run this bang 8 right here. You might do a little veteran move right here. You might grab that jersey just to slow him down a little bit. All right, it's not the first time a good corner knows how to do that. Godwin didn't like it. That's okay. Then how about the deep shot to Igbokwe in the fourth quarter? Bucks trying to get another big play. They had 2 of them. Here we go. I mean, he's in perfect position to make that play. All right, ball sails over his head a little bit. Now they're going to motion to trips right here. Here comes Godwin. All right, here we go. Now they're going to run this deep route to Godwin. Here he goes. Makes the break, flips his hips right here, gets Godwin out of bounds. It was unreal how good Quinyon was in this game. Like here he is. All right, locked in. Deep route into the end zone. Just doesn't let it go. Like he was the definition of a shut-down corner. Shut down, lockdown. Quintanamo was awesome.
Locked up, they won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Seriously, though, this is one of his best games as a pro. And it wasn't just him. Cooper DeJean got called for a stupid penalty. This is not taunting in the NFL. But anyways, Thomas R. Peterson said Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell versus the Bucks. 18 targets, only 7 receptions allowed for 52 yards, 4 PBUs, which is pass breakups, not passes defended, and a 47 passer rating when targeting them. But as good as the cornerback tandem is, look at the Eagles linebacking tandem. Thomas R. Peterson also said Zach Baun and Jahad Campbell combined today for 12 total tackles, 2 forced fumbles, an interception, a sack, and a tackle for loss. The Eagles' DB and linebacker tandem is so good. This is why this defense in its totality was really good. Now, granted, Kelee Ringo needs to be better when tackling, but shout out to him for coming up clutch on 4th and 3 to get the big-time stop and force a turnover on downs. Jalen Carter was asked about the lack of sacks and stuff like that, although he gets double-teamed a lot and allowed a Jomo to get that big-time sack on the final drive, which led to the 4th down turnover on downs by Perry Nickerson. Still, listen to the mindset that Jalen Carter had.
Oh, yeah, it's big. At the end of the day, I just said this in my head. I'd rather, have a bad game with a dub than have 6 sacks with a loss, So at the end of the day, you see everybody smile. They over there doing the shadow boxing, Saquon and them. It just smiles on people's faces. And that's what I'd rather have than, trying to just do solos out there. I'd rather play as a team and, we eat off each other.
Again, yesterday we talked about A.J. Brown being frustrated, and I get it. But he did have 9 targets. Listen to Emmanuel Acho break down the 9 targets. Yes, I will be the first to admit Jalen Hurts was not good when targeting A.J. Brown. But it's one game. The other games of not having targets, all that could be building up. We just got to be better as a team. Come together. I'm okay with calling the passing game out, but do it the right way.
If you're going to comment on the A.J. Brown saga, you have to watch this. These are all 9 of A.J. Brown's targets. He had more targets than receiving yards. So how the hell does that happen? Plays like this. Typically, if the defensive back is on top of or equal to the wide receiver, it's a back shoulder. That's why A.J. Brown is stopping, anticipating the back shoulder. But Jalen Hurts throws the go ball as if the DB was trailing A.J. Brown. Well, that's target number 1. Here's target number 2. We're going to throw a now pass, but we're not going to block the point of attack. That's target number 2. If you're going to talk about this, we got to make sure we know what we're talking about. A.J. Brown, here's target number 3. A.J. Brown is going to run a quick slant route. Where's the ball? Now, shout out to the catch. Shout out to targeting him. Ball behind him. Tackle. Here's target number 4. A.J. Brown in motion. Bottom of the screen. See for yourself. Out and up. DB, he got him spinning. DB lost. DB confused. A.J. Brown got about 3 yards of separation. In the NFL, that's wide open. And the ball, okay. Maybe the pocket was bad. Hold on. Pocket looked clean. That's target number 4. Target number 5, A.J. Brown, top of the screen. I'm trying to rush for y'all. I want to make sure we know what the hell we're talking about. Here go A.J. Now, this is a corner route that wasn't that great of a route, but, he ain't catching that joint either way. So we know every single target. Every single one of A.J. Brown's targets. Top of the screen. Mouthpiece in. Let's get it, A.J. Let's get it, A.J. Okay. He got 9 targets, right? Let's keep it going. A.J. Brown, bottom of the screen. Now, here's the bigger dilemma. By now trying to force it into A.J. Brown, now we're vacating open receivers, and we're allowing cornerbacks to vacate their zone and lean too heavy on A.J. Brown. That's, I believe, his second to last target. Let's keep going. He got 9 targets, but he only has 7 yards. How the hell does that happen? AJ Brown, top of the screen. Stop route. Stop route. That's the target, people. And the very last one, if I'm not mistaken. AJ Brown, bottom of the screen. This is the 9th target. That's the 9th target. And that's AJ Brown. And that's AJ Brown. And that's right there is AJ Brown. But AJ Brown got 9 targets. He getting a bunch of here, damn targets. A bunch of quit whining targets. A bunch of, you know what? You want a target? Here, damn. Just take it.
Until we hear from AJ Brown clarifying the Bible verse, we got to wait and see. This team can be better. It needs to be better. But let's not forget, we haven't beat Tampa in a while, and it was still a good win. The offense got to be better in the pass game, which will open up the run game. We have the players to do it. Kevin Petula is still by far the biggest question mark, but 4-0 is good to me. Listen to Jordan Mailata before we get out of here.
We played a great first half. Now we got to find ways to extend drives in the second half. But man, what a hell of a game we played today. That was a great team. The Bucks, they're not bums, and winning games down in Tampa is a big deal because we haven't won games. You know, we've been humiliated. We've been on that side of the ball, and so this is a plus for me. Now we're not we're in the business to get better. Don't get me wrong. We are. We're going to watch that film. We're going to see why we're one block away. If it's an error in communication, if it's a breakdown in detail in coaching, or if it's a technique and execution problem. Those are things we can fix because of the people we have in the room and in the locker room. But yeah, we're not going to beat ourselves, man. This is a great win.
Gotta watch the tape. Gotta correct the stuff. We'll be talking throughout the rest of the week. Videos, live streams. Again, the jersey giveaway is tomorrow. All that good stuff. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out.